ever get that craving for something delicious and healthy? You want to eat well, but then you look at a recipe and it's like, ditch the oil. Really?
It's funny how we think we need oil for flavor, right?
Totally. But today's deep dive is all about proving oil-free, vegan can be totally delicious.
And it's not just about taste. Taking out the oil can actually make your meals even better for you.
Right. More fiber, more good stuff.
Yeah.
A win-win.
Exactly.
So we're diving into a source called Top 8 Oil-Free Vegan Healthy Recipes with cooking instructions, ready for some serious food inspiration.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not just about the recipes themselves. It's about learning how to cook this way,
Yeah.
The techniques and ingredients.
Totally. Okay, let's jump right in with oil-free vegan chili. Now, when I think chili, I think hearty, comforting, maybe a little messy.
Yeah.
But this recipe stood out because it uses canned ingredients.
Smart move. Canned beans and tomatoes are already cooked, so they bring a lot of flavor fast.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're so convenient. So we're talking kidney beans, diced tomatoes with green chilies, and obviously spices.
Gotta have the spices.
I love that you can really play around with the spices, make it your own.
Yeah, chili is like a blank canvas for flavor. You want smoky, add smoked paprika. Craving heat, bring on the cayenne.
You got it. Okay, now for a dish that sounds almost too good to be true. Creamy avocado pasta. Creamy pasta, no oil, how?
Avocados are the secret weapon. They're naturally creamy and rich because of their healthy fats. And when you blend them, you get this amazing sauce. You won't miss the oil at all.
This recipe uses whole grain pasta, so good for you, lots of fiber.
Oh, and speaking of whole grains, have you tried lentil pasta or quinoa pasta?
Ooh.
Even more protein and fiber. Great alternatives.
Next up, stuffed bell peppers.
Yeah.
Just the colors alone, right? So vibrant.
And so good for you.
Stuffed with quinoa, black beans, and all those warm spices like cumin and paprika.
Stuffed peppers are great because you can really sneak in those extra veggies too. And it's a super flexible recipe. You could swap the quinoa for rice, use different beans.
It's like a healthy eating Trojan horse.
Haha, I like that.
The recipe also mentions meal prepping. Make a bunch ahead of time, and you're set for the week.
Such a good tip, especially for busy weeknights.
Okay, now for something lighter. Zucchini noodles with tomato sauce. Zoodles, they're everywhere these days.
For good reason. They're low-carb, gluten-free, and you know what? Surprisingly filling.
Totally. So you're basically just spiralizing zucchini into noodles, right?
Exactly. And this recipe pairs them with homemade tomato sauce. But you can totally add other veggies too, like bell peppers, mushrooms.
Love that. Okay, let's switch gears to something a little more, south of the border. Sweet potato black bean tacos. I'm a sucker for that sweet and savory combo.
This recipe nails it. Tender sweet potatoes, hearty black beans, all in a warm tortilla.
Sounds amazing.
And the toppings, mango salsa, some vegan sour cream, cilantro.
Endless possibilities.
Right.
And sweet potatoes are so good for you, packed with vitamin A. You can really feel good about eating these tacos.
Totally. Okay, last recipe for this part of our deep dive. Let's go with a classic. Lentil soup. It's hearty, nutritious, and you know what? It's super easy to make.
I love lentils. They're a pantry staple for sure. So much protein and fiber, they really fill you up.
And they cook pretty fast, which is always a plus. This recipe uses carrots, onions, vegetable broth. So flavorful and good for you.
You can brighten it up with a squeeze of lemon or fresh herbs at the end, too.
Ooh, that's a good idea. So we've covered 6 recipes so far. What's standing out to you?
Okay, 2 more recipes to go from our source.
Yep.
Top 8 oil-free, vegan, healthy recipes with cooking instructions. Are you ready to keep going?
Let's do it.
Okay, up next, we've got spicy tofu stir-fry. Stir-fries are always so quick and easy, and you can pack in a ton of veggies.
Right, and you can totally do them oil-free. This recipe actually has a cool technique to make the tofu crispy without oil.
I was wondering about that. How do you get that crispy texture without oil?
So you need a good non-stick pan, and you use a little vegetable broth to keep things from sticking. First, you got to press the tofu to get the extra water out, then cut it up. Heat the pan, splash of broth, and let that tofu sizzle until it's nice and brown.
Makes sense. What kind of veggies would go well in this?
The recipe uses bell peppers, broccoli, snap peas. But honestly, you could use whatever you like, whatever's in season, whatever you've got on hand. Mushrooms, carrots, bok choy, even some greens.
I love that. And of course, the sauce. What makes this stir-fry spicy?
So they use soy sauce, ginger, and garlic for the base. And then you can add chili flakes or sriracha to make it as spicy as you want.
And a sprinkle of sesame seeds on top is always nice.
For sure.
Okay, last recipe, black bean burgers. I have to admit, I'm always a little skeptical of bean burgers.
I know what you mean. Some of them can be kinda meh.
But this one claims to be really good. So what's the secret?
It's all about the ingredients and how you make them. This recipe uses black beans, oats, and spices.
Oats. Interesting. What do those do?
They act like a binder, to hold everything together, and they give the burgers a nice, slightly chewy texture. Plus, they add a little bit of nuttiness, which goes really well with the black beans.
I like it. And what about the spices? What kind of flavor are we talking?
This one uses cumin, chili powder, smoked paprika, so it's got that warm, smoky flavor. You could add cayenne pepper, too, if you want some heat.
I love how customizable these recipes are. It's like you're really in charge of the flavor.
Exactly.
So once you've got the black bean burger patties, how do you cook them without oil?
Couple options. You can bake them if you want them softer,
Mm-hmm.
or you can cook them on a griddle, just lightly greased for a crispier burger.
And, of course, you can go crazy with toppings. What are some of your favorites?
Oh man, so many choices. Avocado for some creaminess, vegan cheese if you like that melty thing, lettuce, tomato, onion, pickles. You could even make a vegan chipotle mayo if you're feeling fancy.
You're making me hungry.
Ah!
Okay, so we've talked about 8 amazing oil-free vegan recipes. It's really inspiring to see how delicious and diverse this style of cooking can be.
I know, right? It really proves that healthy food doesn't have to be boring.
And before we move on, I just want to give a big thanks to London Heartbeat's D Academy UK for their support. They've got over 150 courses on all sorts of topics, so if you're looking to learn something new, definitely check them out.
Yes, and don't forget to follow them on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, and YouTube for all their updates. You won't want to miss out on their amazing content.
Okay, so we've covered the recipes, but I think it's important to talk about the bigger picture too. Why is oil-free cooking such a big thing? What are the real benefits of ditching the oil?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's easy to think of oil as healthy, especially things like olive oil. But at the end of the day, it's still pure fat.
That's true. I guess I don't always think about that.
1 tablespoon has about 120 calories.
Wow, that's more than I thought. But don't we need some fat?
Of course. Our bodies need healthy fats. They're important for so many things. Hormones, cell function, you name it.
Right.
But it's all about the type E of fat. And a lot of the oils we use for cooking, especially refined oils, they have a lot of saturated and omega-6 fats, which we already get way too much of in our diet.
So going oil-free isn't just about cutting calories. It's about being smarter about the fats we eat.
Exactly. And here's another thing. When you take away the oil, you have to get creative with other ways to build flavor.
That makes sense. You have to find other ways to make food taste rich and delicious without relying on the oil.
It's like a fun challenge. And you know what I found? It makes you really appreciate the taste of real food. When you're not covering everything up with oil, you start to notice all these subtle flavors in the ingredients themselves.
It's like you rediscover food in a whole new way.
Totally. And remember, you don't have to go completely oil-free overnight. You can start small, maybe try 1 or 2 oil-free meals a week, just to see how you like it.
That's a great idea. It's all about finding what works for you.
Right. So we've talked about a lot today. What are your biggest takeaways?
I think for me, the biggest thing is realizing how flavorful and interesting oil-free cooking can be. And I love that it makes you really appreciate the taste of whole foods. It's not about restriction, it's about discovery.
I love that. Well, I think we've given our listeners a lot to think about. Maybe this has inspired you to try some new recipes, or maybe it's made you curious about trying oil-free cooking.
I know, I'm definitely feeling inspired. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into oil-free vegan cooking. It's been a delicious journey.
It really has. And remember, even small changes can make a big difference, so why not give it a try? You might be surprised at how much you enjoy it.